How was the 𝗨𝗪𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁 tournament for you, pal?
Yes, yeah, that was a bit of a game changer for me. I gotta say, it was like new territory, you know.
Yeah,
You've been shooting bow and you think it's just gonna go shoot bow again, but it's a complete different environment when you have 20, 30 guys standing next to each other and all going for the win. So that was nerve-wracking, I gotta admit. And all those youngsters, geez, and they were shooting well.
Very well.
So it was a very, very good experience and very well organized. So
thank you.
Compliments to you guys.
Yeah, people don't really understand what the whole purpose is of this quite yet. And I'm sure as time goes by, and I think once the show launches, that's going to be a big thing for us. This is a world first initiative in terms of combining, sport shooting in various facets into one television show. So it's going to be interesting. And and because it's a TV show, we brought in this thing that we called the Golden Shot, and I think that was a big thing. I think all the shooters enjoyed it, but it definitely changed the format and gave guys an opportunity to, they were trailing behind, to come back and get back into the game. And then obviously
it
some of
that suspense feeling, which is great, because obviously it's a TV show. You need to bring a bit of drama into it.
Yeah, but all in real time, nothing scripted or anything.
Yes.
But it also gave, it put the guys that were in the lead under pressure, because now guys were taking chances and were succeeding. Some failed.
Yeah.
And I just love the.
I saw that.
Concept.
Obviously, I mean, I went there with a mindset of I just wanted to participate and just see how well I'm going to do against those caliber shooters.
Because this is the first time you actually shot
a competitive tournament. Yeah,
a target
shoot as well.
Yeah, you've done 3D before, I think once or twice.
So 3D we've done before, which is all outdoors. And normally this type of shoot that you guys did is also an indoor shoot.
Yes,
you guys now had it outdoors,
indoor targets,
and an outdoor environment.
Yeah.
So you had wind components. You had a few things but what was really interesting is the guys' game plan, that they came there with a game plan, how they're going to approach this thing to get to the finals, or just get through to the knockout, or through the knockout rounds into the final. But I think you nailed it on the head. It's actually the Golden Shot gave the horses at the back a bit of an edge, because you didn't really have much to lose.
Yeah,
that guy actually didn't have not much to lose. He was already sitting 5th, 6th, 7th place.
Yeah.
And now, if he takes the opportunity on the Golden Shot, he can be in the lead. Where the leader now was to protect his heat. So it was a great mind game, actually. I think it was.
Yeah, without giving away too much, but there was a few upsets, very interesting things that transpired, which for us, from the production side, is absolutely fantastic. That's exactly what we wanted. And I think overall the shooters enjoyed it. The archers enjoyed it. It was something completely unique. We obviously with the finals we shot a different target again, but also outdoors. So no, it's going to make for good television, I think.
Well, I'm excited to watch the show, and looking forward to it. So some of those guys, I mean, the setups they had, and I thought, I've got a pretty good hunting setup. I actually shot it with my hunting setup.
Yeah, I mean, you are one of 2 or 3 archers that actually came.
The young lady, the young lady next to me, she also had a hunting setup. She's actually one of the top 5 shooters in the country when it comes to 3D. When we spoke quickly or briefly, and she's also done well, and we had some national shooters there.
Yeah, we've had a few guys that are seasoned archers that joined the party, and then one of them actually shot in the Olympics. So no, we had a very good mix, young and old. So no, it was fantastic. It was hot.
It was hot.
It's really hot very quickly this year.
Winter's gone. No, winter's long
completely gone.
But I think, yeah, just to get back to that point with the top-notch shooters we had, there's what you guys are doing is definitely elevating those names and getting those names out there.
That's the whole purpose of the show.
I know we've got some of the best shooters in the world, and we're already competing, you know, with PRS and with Bo and all that. On an international level, we've got all these great shooters, but we don't know them.
Yeah, well, actually, as we speak now, currently, the world's tournament for pistols is actually taking place in South Africa, and the guys are actually, I think it's still opening ceremony. Next week Monday, the guys are shooting tournaments. So we've got 90 South African shooters, and then we've got, I think, 18 countries that's visiting us, and they're shooting in Stilfontein on the range there. So it's just, you know, when we spoke, Keaton and I spoke about, you know, doing the show, it's all these things, because I think it's the stigma around weapons that it doesn't get the airtime that it actually deserves.
Yeah.
And that's got a knock-on effect for the shooters, because now you don't have third parties getting involved with sponsorships and those type of things. Obviously, there are some businesses involved to some extent, but from a shooter's perspective, if you have to go and compete internationally, all that expenditure falls on you.
Yeah.
Unless you are very lucky to have a sponsor. But again, those guys don't get airtime. You get nothing on the radio. I mean, 𝗨𝗵𝗺𝗁𝗺, that was our pro in this 𝗨𝗁𝗁𝗺 tournament. I mean, I think it was a month and a half prior to the tournament.
Yeah.
He actually competed in the Worlds in China and representing South Africa. He actually did quite well, but in the finals, he kind of dropped the ball.
But again, even on that level, I mean, was there any airtime?
Nothing.
I mean,
nothing.
Who knows?
Nobody knows. Nobody
exactly.
knows.
So I think your guys, the whole structure that you guys started, I think it's definitely gonna blow out of its.
I think season 2 is going to be probably where we're going to see a big change.
Yeah.
I hope so. And get more involvement. So the whole idea is to show the businesses and other people that might be interested in joining this type of sport to get involved, because it is very, very enjoyable. Expensive, but it's
what's not expensive? Eh? These days, I just started playing paddle the other day. I mean, you wouldn't believe how expensive that is.
Really?
You know, just you have to now have a racket, and it's shoes, and it's this and that. Everything is expensive. I don't think there's a hobby or a sport you can go into that if you really want to do it seriously, it's not going to cost you a bit. But yeah, I mean, rightfully so, it is. I think.
But I mean, with this setups like this, I think this was the bow that we had in, I think, episode 3. When we were in Zeerust. But I mean, yeah, this is fairly expensive, I'd say a mid-range, but I mean, this is something you buy once off, and then there's a little bit of maintenance here and there. But I mean, this is something, if you look after it, that will last you a lifetime.
Got a friend of mine, Elmar, shot. He just bought a bow that I had. It was a Destroyer 350, and then I think it was in 2010. That was the bow of the year. It's also a Bowtech brand, and I recently sold mine when I bought that bow. As an upgrade. He now went back to a Destroyer 350. We were looking all over the internet where you could find one.
Okay.
Because with bows, yes, they do obviously upgrade certain components. But I mean, it's
like your cams and...
Yeah, but there's only so much of an upgrade they can do, you know. So we found, since the first bow I bought, I think in 2003 when I started bow hunting, I could still shoot the exact same animals and hunt the same animals today with that same bow and that same setup. Yeah, they do get smoother and they get a little bit faster, but you're not always chasing speed when it comes to hunting bows. So yeah, you're 100% right. You're gonna most probably buy once, you know, and spend the money once and instead of just buying an entry level. Buy yourself something nice that you're gonna get married to. and then you can shoot it for 20 years. I mean, you don't have to. Obviously, the components that they upgrade, like new sights. I think on both these bows, I've got the exact same sight. On this one is actually the Garmin 0A1, which is just a little bit of an upgrade to that one, but it's the exact same sights.
Okay.
It's got the laser rangefinder in, and it's got obviously your ballistic calculator that does the calculation for you. And so, I mean, this is now more than you would need. It's a little bit of, it's a above average sight. You know, you can just buy a normal 5-pin sight or even a single pin sight. A lot of guys shooting the single pin spot hogs. Is the spotty that I've had, and I still have my old one. So you can upgrade those type of things. You can upgrade your releases. I think you've got the thumb release, and the Scotties is very well known. And it's still the Rolls Royce of releases when it comes to just your normal conventional release. So I've got quite a few of them. I think there's a brand new.
Yeah, looks like it's brand new out of the box.
Yeah, so those things is the things that you can upgrade, and you can play around with new arrows and the weights of your arrows and stuff. But yeah, purchase yourself a nice bow, and then you can shoot it for 20 years. You don't have to upgrade that every year. That's a lot like a rifle. When it shoots straight and it works for you, you don't have to really follow the trend of buying a new bow every 2 years or so. Well, although it's always nice, But like I said, these two bows are now 2018 models, 2017, 2018 models. So they're already about 6 years old.
Okay, it looks like they're brand new.
But yeah, I mean, they're well looked after. And so this is a Matthews. It's the Matthews Triax, also set up for hunting.
Okay.
And it's just a much more compact bow than the Realm from Bowtech. A very nice walk and stalk bow. So, if ever you feel the need to do a walk and stalk, and this will be the bow to go for. It's just very, very compact. So when you have to go under the bushes and stuff, and also not so exposed. If you're at full draw, you don't have all these cams above your head.
Yes, with you.
Yeah, so that's basically in a nutshell, and that's what I've used. Shooting the comp.
Yes.
With a hunting setup, and we didn't really have the indoor and all the long stabilizers, and
it's interesting to see
different sights, and it's the same sport. It's archery, but it's just it's worlds apart when it comes to your setups.
No, definitely. And then obviously you've got conventional bows as well. That's also something that I see that's slightly on the incline in South Africa. A lot of people enjoy shooting conventional
shooting the long bows,
yeah. And I mean, that just looks so cool.
It looks very cool. Have you tried?
I tried many years ago. This was actually, this weekend was the first time I actually, I shot with a compound. It's something that I've actually never gotten an opportunity to participate in. It's always either rifles or pistols. So it was interesting. And
also if that thing, if you get exposed to it, and even the wife and the kids can get involved. I mean, it's an awesome sport, for a family sport. You can do it right at your home and the luxury of your house.
Yeah.
You can just put up a small little butt or a target in the garden, and there you go. So it gets a lot more
up to what I think you were shooting the comp with at about 70
pounds, yeah.
70 pounds, yeah. That's it.
No, I didn't think that through. That's what we had to shoot 60 arrows.
60 arrows.
Jeez, no, I was bleak.
In comparison, I mean, the other guys there were probably sitting at about 50.
I think so. They were anything between 50 and 60 pounds.
Yeah.
That they
makes a big difference.
Massive difference. Yeah.
Massive difference. So, no, I felt for you, but it was nice. Nice to see you push through, and you actually shot I think it was a 291 out of 300.
So I'm very, very happy with my score. 291 out of 300. So,
and we had a few. You had a few misses, but you also managed to.
I took that golden shot.
Yeah, I think that was a.
Yeah, if it wasn't for the golden shot, I would have been in the 280s.
Yeah.
You know, mid to 80s somewhere. So that golden shot definitely made a bit of a swing. Made up for a few flyers that I also shot. I think I shot 1-0. Yeah. I had 1-0 in there. So, I mean, that's a massive difference. That's at least all my, the worst one I had, except for the 0, was a 4.
Yeah.
Was a few, I think I shot 8 or 9 4s, 1-0, and then all X and 5s. So, and then obviously that golden shot made a big difference, gave me an extra 3 points. No, I'm very happy with how I've done and what we've accomplished with the hunting setup. But yeah, I mean, those guys were really good. And
yeah, we had some guys that I think if they missed 2 or 3 X's, it was a lot.
It was a lot, yeah. The guy next to me shot 59 X's out of the 60 shots.
Yeah, that's pretty
and it was
impressive.
In his last round of 5 shots, somewhere in the last 5, he actually shot 1. He missed 1 X. Unbelievable shooter. So yeah, that's awesome.
No, no.
Great. was an awesome comp. So yeah, next year we definitely, and I think that's the thing. Everybody that was there this year will most probably take someone along next year. I mean, they're not going to miss out, and they're probably going to practice also a lot harder now and getting those surprise golden shots. Because there was like a 30 mil. What was it?
Yeah, 30 is.
Dimension of that
30 mils, yeah.
So yeah, just for the viewers, that's a very, very small. It's like a dartboard bull.
Yeah.
That's how big the spot is. You got to hit at 20 yards. So 20 yards is not far, but it gets really, really
and
far.
we had some wind at a stage, so it definitely started playing a role. But still, it was impressive to see the caliber of shooters that actually came to the tournament and participated. So we're really grateful for that, and it was definitely worth it for everybody. And we gave away 50,000 rand.
I think that's the big thing is the prizes.
Prize money, yeah.
No other comp that even in the PRSs and those things is you every now and then you'll get a sponsored telescope or a sponsored item that someone might have get, but never big prize money.
No.
And I mean, if you think of the entry level, it was like 800-900 bucks.
950
to enter a comp where you can win prize money of up to 50,000 rand. I mean, that's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
And so I'm hopeful definitely for you guys next year. It's going to be
be nice.
A lot more people.
That's going to be good.
But great.
And arrow setup you're using. What's your go-to?
I've shot this comp with also my hunting arrows. I had 6 made up. It's a 470 grain arrow where I shoot 100 grain. My broadheads and my practice points are all 100 grain. I like the 100 grain broadheads. And my bow is also set up. I think I've zeroed the bow up to 70 meters, which gives you, what is that, probably about 80 yards. That's my setup on the sights. I shoot a 470 grain arrow. My hunting arrows is the Maxima Reds. Very, very nice arrow. It's one of the top of the range hunting arrows. But recently I've been playing around. That's why I had these gold tips made up.
Okay.
Friend of mine also, we had a long discussion about this, and also one of the owners of a bow shop in a town in Rustenburg. And we had this discussion about we're spending close to, in dollar terms, probably $25 on each arrow.
Jeez.
Okay. But it still breaks every time. So it's not necessarily, that was the discussion I had with him. I'm spending all this money on proper hunting arrows.
Yeah.
But it does break. I mean, most of the animals, if you don't have a pass through or you don't shoot through the animal, they're going to break the arrow. So that was now a big debate on why not just shooting a cheaper arrow that's going to break anyway, and you're going to, so that's what I'm playing around with at the moment. Is just trying to see, rather shoot a cheaper arrow, but a heavier arrow, get more penetration. But I mean, that's also a personal preference. You obviously shoot what you like and what works for you.
Yeah.
So that's in a nutshell what I'm shooting. So also playing around with a new release with these.
You mentioned
it's a thumb release. Yeah. So
you've had some struggles with it.
Yeah, so the thumb release is now obviously you're just going to release your shot with a thumb. The thing with these, I mean, it's obviously a lot more practical. You don't have the sling around your hand, and especially sometimes when we do bow hunt and I do take a rifle with, either as a backup, depends on what scenario you're in.
Yeah.
Or maybe, if I do a hunt myself, I'd love to shoot something with a bow, and it might be a bit difficult, and you have the rifle there to either do a walk and stalk from there or take something that's at 100 yards or 200 yards away. And then the release becomes a problem because then it's always in the way, when you're reloading your gun or whatever. It's a bit of a nuisance.
And it could make some noise. Yeah.
Personally, I'm a lot more successful with the conventional style of pulling the trigger with your index finger.
Yeah.
But with these, it's now you can just have it in your pocket.
Yeah.
It's always on you. I think you saw the pro the weekend.
Yes.
He's also got his release always on him.
Yeah.
It's like second nature.
Yeah.
So it's just much easier to just hook it in, draw your bow, and take the shot. But I found the thumb, for me personally, is a bit of a
something to get used to. Yeah.
Because I've been shooting all my life with my index finger. It's a bit of a getting used to. But I mean, it's just practice makes perfect. So,
okay.
A lot of my friends shoot this. Ivan also is a big fan of he'll never go back to the conventional release. So he definitely, he goes by and he believes by these things. But I'm still in a practice phase. So, but yeah, I mean, that's just all different things that you do that's going to be personal preference.
No, definitely. And it's fairly simple. I mean, this is a fairly uncomplicated setup. It's robust. It's lightweight. And I must say, for the first time, actually pulling the compound and actually shooting at the target at 20 yards, I managed to do fairly well, and it was very enjoyable.
It's not as difficult as most people would think. Yeah.
No.
I mean, you think of the Bushman days and how those guys managed to. I mean, they were actually the skilled shooters.
Yeah, I think conventional versus this is also worlds apart.
It's worlds apart. Yeah. No, that's definitely a hell of a lot easier than it looks from the outside.
Yeah.
Once you start shooting, you actually realize how accurate these bows actually are.
That was nice. I parked 4 of my 6 arrows right up next to each other.
Yeah.
So that was quite impressive to see.
No,
this is definitely something else.
At some point during that first round, that knockout round, I actually thought by myself, geez, this is actually too easy. Because then I was shooting, I think a couple of rounds, I was shooting 5Xs. Yeah. But then as I get tired, then it becomes a hassle. At some point, I couldn't even draw the bow. I was so tired.
Yeah, but you've got a shoulder injury, so I think that also makes a.
It didn't help. Yeah,
no.
I should have just tuned the bow down completely.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to mess up with a hunting setup because it's already late in the season. I still want to do a couple of sessions in the hide and see if we can take something with a bow still. Yeah. Before we pack them away and just go into the fishing and side of things now. So, I didn't really want to mess around with the tuning too much.
Yeah.
So we can hopefully get a nice couple of animals on video as well,
Yeah.
With a bow. Not just shoot targets.
No, looking forward to that. No, thanks, Paul. We really appreciate you participating and getting involved with our little TV program. Awesome,
and now you've got
now we've got the gong shoot
coming up.
Yeah, that's on early October, 4th and 5th of October. It's between Middelburg and 𝗨𝗪𝗺 Dam. At Sangeti Game Lodge. We're shooting there through the valleys. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
And there also the Golden Gong is going to come into play, and it's going to be a very interesting and enjoyable weekend out. So we're really looking forward to it.
We're also looking forward to it. Yeah, and then 𝗨𝗪𝗺 Safaris is one of the sponsors. So we're definitely going to be there.
We're supporting
we're supporting ourselves.
Yes. Well, somebody's got to do it. So
no, exactly right. So looking forward to it. Yeah. We're definitely going to do that.